Okay, this is my Makerspace plan. 3 goals for my Makerspace. Number 1, to foster creativity and problem solving for students. I'd like to provide students with materials and tools that encourage them to be creative, experiment, and spark critical thinking through hands-on learning. Number 2, build collaboration and communication skills. I'd like to create organic opportunities for students to work together, share ideas, and reflect on their design process while willingly giving them feedback and receiving feedback. Number 3, ensure equitable access to creating. I'd like to design the makerspace so all students, regardless of their age or skill level, feel comfortable, supported, and welcomed. This will allow them to explore, grow, and create freely. Okay, let me move to the next slide. Whoops, wrong way. So 5 benefits. Number 1, better problem solvers. So a makerspace allows students to problem solve without having the pressure attached to it. They are simply tinkering, creating, and seeing what works and what doesn't. Another benefit would be allowing for creativity. Makerspaces provide opportunities for students to design, experiment, and create, which encourages imagination, self-expression, and out-of-the-box thinking. Let me move this. A third benefit would be attracting students to the library. A makerspace draws students into the library by offering engaging hands-on materials and activities that extend beyond traditional academic resources. Another benefit would be students take initiative. Makerspaces encourage students to take ownership of their learning by exploring ideas independently, making decisions, and solving problems, which builds confidence, creativity, and engagement. And the last benefit, or not the last one, but the last one that I listed, it brings lessons to life. Makerspaces transform abstract concepts into meaningful real world experiences by allowing students to apply what they learn through hands-on creation. Instead of only reading or listening to instruction, students actively engage with the lesson. Okay, meeting my goals. So how would I use the UTech model? I would use the UTech model when planning and implementing my makerspace to ensure learning is purposeful and student-centered. The model would guide me in designing a meaningful oh my gosh, I can't speak, sorry. Designing meaningful making experiences that balance creativity with clear learning goals. Using UTech would help hold me accountable for providing intentional instruction while also ensuring students are actively engaged in hands-on learning. By following this framework, I can better assess student learning, encourage problem solving and collaboration, and create a makerspace environment where exploration leads to deeper understanding. How could I use the book and build activities? So these activities are incredibly useful when planning my library lessons. I can quickly reference them, pull the book from my shelf, and use an activity at one of my makerspace stations. This makes lesson planning more efficient while ensuring activities are engaging, purposeful, and aligned with student learning goals. I apologize for the lag. My meeting goals continued. So, problem solving and inventing a prototype. So, this assignment pushed me out of my comfort zone by challenging me to create a prototype and design an advertisement. It also gave me the opportunity to reflect on what's working well in my current library space and what needed improvement. I implemented my idea and it's been very successful. Students are motivated, engaged, and line up quickly, quietly, and safely because of it. 3 more ideas that I want to remember. Number 1, I've realized that almost any book can be paired with a making activity, which makes lessons more engaging and helps students connect reading with hands-on learning. Number 2, understanding that students are going to fail and realizing that it's part of the making or the makerspace process. This helps create a learning environment where experimentation, problem solving, and resilience are encouraged. And number 3, I'll be sharing the game show assignment with faculty. There were lots of great resources shared that could be used when reviewing for upcoming state testing in April. Useful resources. So I found these 5 articles and I just titled them and then I referenced them at the end of the presentation. So number 1, the title was Leading School Improvement Through Goal Setting, Evidence from New Zealand Schools. Number 2, a Makerspace Recycled Plastic STEM Activity. Number 3, integrationally, oh my gosh, I can't even say that. Accessible makerspaces. Number four, Makerspaces, the next generation library tool for capacity building in developing countries. And the last one, number five, converting classroom to makerspaces or STEM labs, design and safety considerations. The books that I found, number one, the Makerspace Manual, which we used in this class. Number two, Build It, Make It. Number three, The Big Book of Makerspace Projects. Number four, I Like Making Things. And number five, the Makerspace Librarian Sourcebook, and they are all pictured below. Websites that I found incredibly useful for a makerspace would be Classroom Screen, Latin Kidlick Book Festival, Stickity, Teaching Books, and Chatterpix, and they are all linked in the presentation. So my space, where can I place my makerspace? I can place my makerspace by the entrance of the library. This way, anyone walking by can see the maker materials, which will spark their interest and encourage them to explore. The tables would be mobile, so if the makerspace ever gets in the way, I can easily move it to make more room. Where will you store the materials? I currently use these thick plastic containers to store the materials. They're super sturdy, and there has been an instance where it has fallen off of the table on accident and it did not crack. So they're very, very sturdy. Students can see what's inside of each bin, which makes it easy for them to find and use the materials that they need. Will you use tables for the students to sit at as they use the makerspace? Yes, students would sit at tables with stools while they work in the makerspace. The tables provide a comfortable and organized workspace for building, creating, and exploring projects. My current space actually looks like this. So this is a mock of my newly renovated space. We received four maker tables with six stools, four regular tables with three chairs and three stools, and three smaller tables with smaller chairs for the lower grades. We also received two large reading nooks and eight bookshelves. So five considerations when designing the makerspace. One, a specific makerspace area was one of the focus areas. Number two, all of the furniture is mobile and can easily be moved if needed. Number three, there are pockets of space to allow students to take items to the carpet or other areas if they prefer. Number four, it's warm, inviting, and catches students' attention as they are walking by. And number five, materials are organized and accessible using clear containers so students can easily find what they need. Funds. List five ways you would pay for your makerspace. So number one, running a Scholastic Book Fair to raise funds. Number two, using a portion of my library funds that I receive each year. Number three, applying for a grant from our Education Foundation. Number four, ask PTA for support fundraising for our makerspace. And number five, having the community donate money, materials, or gently used equipment. And here is my list of 100 items that I could gather. And I won't read all of them, but there are 100 of them. So Makerspace donations, 100 items that you can collect. So literally we can collect everything. Okay, let me go back to the presentation. Moving on. So our sample letter would look a little like this, support our makerspace, and I screenshot what it looks like, and then I linked the actual letter so we can take a look at that. So the main thing is having parents realize that they are supporting us, that we're seeking donations of safe, age-appropriate materials. I listed such as craft supplies, recyclables, building toys, and basic tools. I thank them for their support. So let me go back here. Okay, next. Okay, our $5,000 budget. I made a separate presentation for this as well, just so it could all be organized in one area. Okay, so I would start with Educators Depot and purchase one bamboo book browser cart for $303.11. I could use this to store extra makerspace materials. Next, School Outfitters, I would purchase a literacy couch for $754.99. This couch offers multiple uses. I could use it to store our Makerspace items underneath for easy access and display books to go with our STEM activities. Hand to Mind, I would purchase one STEM bin kit for $299.99. Starting off with Makerspace area seems overwhelming, but with this kit, I'll have the foundation to build upon. From Lakeshore, I would purchase a Makerspace mobile cart, which is $1,299. This cart comes equipped with all I'll need to get started, and it's mobile. I can even use it to visit classrooms. Also from Lakeshore is a color changing light table for $499. Kids can experiment with colors, shapes, and layering materials in new ways. Another purchase to use with this table would be a tray. This will hold all the sensory beads and keep them from spilling on the ground for $99.99, and then a sensory table materials for $179. So manipulating small objects like beads, tiles, and translucent shapes strengthens hand-eye coordination. I would also purchase Apple iPads. So 4 iPads would total $1,496. Students can sketch ideas, create storyboards, or design prototypes using apps. And then School Specialty sells these storage trays, 5 for $41.84. These trays could be used to hold Makerspace directions or worksheets for each group. And my total would be $4,972.92. Okay, let me return to my presentation. Okay, continuing with our marketing plan. So first thing I would use is social media. Posting photos of Makerspace activities will showcase student creativity and reach families and the community. Number two, library newsletter. I would feature our Makerspace and highlight that will keep faculty members informed, pique their interest, and build support. Number three, displaying student creations prominently in the hallways or library, allowing student work to be visible will create and celebrate achievements and spark curiosity among students, staff, and visitors. Number four, hosting a campus maker night. This will allow families to experience the maker space firsthand and build strong community engagement. Number five, library lessons. Integrating the makerspace into my library lessons ensures all students are introduced to it and comprehend how to participate. Okay, so who will participate? K-5 students during library time and when they visit the library individually, faculty members during PDs and when they need ideas for a lesson, community members when I invite them to be a guest reader, they'll be able to stick around and participate in our makerspace with students, students' families during literacy nights, open house, or anytime they visit the library, and school administrators during scheduled library visits, library walkthroughs, or PD sessions. Assessment. So 10 ways to assess would be student final creation, student reflections, exit tickets, maker rubrics, student one-on-one conferences, observation. Number 7, peer feedback. Number 8, student self-assessment. Number 9, photo documentation. And number 10, maker logs. Here are my resources. And thank you so much. Let me stop recording.